Hello, Victoria. Thank you for joining the live. Again, my name is Amanda C, TikTok Queen with the community mic. Let's talk about it. I hope that you guys stick around. Follow, like, share, comment. Okay, good. Be safe, sissy. Gabriela, thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you. I'm Amanda C. If you don't already know me, the TikTok Queen with the community mic. Let's talk about it. My goal is to highlight local artists, musicians, business owners. I want to be able to give them a spotlight. And if I can do that here on TikTok and eventually moving over to my podcast as soon as my studio is done, I'm doing that as well. I've always been a community advocate. I've always advocated for small and local businesses, local artists, musicians. That's what I love to do. I love to collaborate and I love to highlight them. So I hope you stick around for the journey. Hope you stick around for this interview. Hello, Yesenia. Thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you joining in. I'm Amanda C, TikTok Queen with the community mic. Let's talk about it. Tonight's interview is going to be with Mr. Carlos P. Garcia. And if I sound a little stuffy, y'all, I apologize. I was sick and then I got over it this weekend and then it came back today. So I'm just a little bit stuffy. That is so cool. You're going to have to do a video and show us how it works. Yeah, I know. This interview is going to be really good. I've kind of been talking to Mr. Carlos back and forth on TikTok, and I, did some, obviously, I do my research on everything. Yes, Maria, say hi to everybody. Look, JP, Patty's on. You guys, please share the live. This is the way to grow on TikTok is sharing, liking, commenting, right? Following. I'm an engaging bestie. I will, if your content is something that I dig, and I will definitely, I'm an engaging bestie. I go like, comment, and share. I do that. It doesn't cost me anything. So if you're that way, then you're at the right place. So tonight, we are interviewing Carlos P. Garcia, the Tejano singer. We should get started here in a little bit. I always like to jump on a little bit early so I can share and get everybody time to get in the chat and get ready for this great interview. I'm Amanda C, the TikTok Queen, with the community mic. Let's talk about it. I host live on TikToks, usually every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. My goal is to highlight local artists, musicians, Central Standard Time. My goal is to highlight local artists, musicians, business owners, mom and pops, any type of local business owners. I've never heard of them before. If they're a musician, this is the platform to do it. TikTok is an amazing platform. I've met so many great people on this app. And I have to make a big shout out to Balloons by Tico. I don't think she's in the chat yet, but I've known her through TikTok. And I've watched, her daughter, she's getting ready for her daughter's quinceañera. I was with her through the journey of that TikTok. And I've watched, her daughter, she's getting ready for her daughter's quinceañera. I was with her through the journey of that. What's up, my boy Mike, y'all? Oh my gosh. You need to put your new radio station in the chat. Tag it, tag it, tag it. We need to get everybody to follow the new radio station going down in San Antonio, Texas. That's my boy, y'all. DJ Mike. Y'all need to go follow him. So I knew her through, I've known her through TikTok, and you go back and forth. We comment. She reached her 10,000 followers goal. We were so super excited for her. Again, I'm an engaging bestie. I did not know her personally. And I get a message, hey, are you from Houston? I said, yes. Welcome in, Paulina. I said, yeah, I'm from Houston. She's like, you want to come to my daughter's quinceañera? I'm like, heck yeah, I'll go to your daughter's quinceañera. So I went on Saturday. It was a beautiful quinceañera. Her family is beautiful. Her daughter was beautiful. I danced. I took pictures. It was so amazing. And now I'm going to her mom and dad's 50th anniversary party. So thank you very much. I'm a part of the family now. So it was super easy. El Flaco Herrera, welcome to the chat. Oh, you're going to put into high gear for sure. So yeah, TikTok is an amazing platform. Hopefully she joins on here in a little bit. Her content is amazing. She's funny. She's down to earth. It's bilingual. She speaks in English, and then she goes into Spanish, and I love it. And her family was so nice. Her family was so welcoming at the quinceañera. I showed up, there by myself. She's like, "You're here by yourself?" I was like, "Yeah." But I stayed, had my little 2 beers, danced with her, took some pictures with her, and I met her through TikTok. So again, this platform is so amazing. It's such a great way for everybody to connect. Welcome in, Mommy Hilda. Oh my gosh, girl. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining the live. My name is Amanda C. For everybody who's joined in so far, TikTok Queen with the community mic. Let's talk about it. My goal is to highlight local businesses, entrepreneurs, artists, musicians, you name it, on this platform. TikTok is an amazing. Does she have any single tios? I'm gonna ask her. I'll ask her, girl. I'll ask her. a ver, ¿qué dice? So it's an amazing platform, and I'm using my voice to be able to highlight and give local businesses whoever's in the gets to see my name, might need their services, or might book you. You never know, right? Again, TikTok is an amazing platform, and I absolutely love being able to use it. Welcome, Christy. Thank you for joining the live. I appreciate it. DJ Jelvalish, LA Sounds is in the house, and Carlos has joined the chat, y'all. Let me go ahead and see if I can invite you. What up, my brother? Y'all, Javi, right here, Gomez. Y'all need to go and follow me. As a Savage, I think is the name of his coffee shop. Go and follow him. His content is amazing. Y'all need to go and follow him. Patty, Sissy, go follow him. Let me get you in, Carlos. Let me see. Let me get you in. Well, hey, Joshi. Hi, mijo. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining the live. Again, make sure you like, comment, share, repost. Again, TikTok's is hi, mijo. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining the live. Again, make sure you like, comment, share, repost. Again, TikTok's is y'all. Okay. And anybody that's in here in the chat, put your businesses in the comments, y'all. Let's follow each other. Again, this is... Oh, there he is. Okay, I think I just sent the invitation, Carlos. Hello, good evening, Carlos.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well, sir. Doing well. Just kind of jumping in. I jump in a little bit early just to kind of share the live. So we won't get started right now. If you want to get a chance to share the live and get get acclimated with everybody that's going on in the comments right now. Usually like to get on and share, and make sure everybody knows what we're doing tonight. Okay.
Sounds good. How's everybody doing?
All right. I don't know, Javi. Maybe your reception's bad. Maybe it's your reception, Javi. All right. We got a few people in the chat so far. La Dreamer has made it into the chat. That is the #1 moderator on TikTok. If you don't know Carlos, now you know. Okay?
Yeah. I see her everywhere.
Yes. She's awesome.
Hello, my friends.
I was just telling everybody how I love TikTok. I love the platform. I love coming on here and being engaged with so many different people. I was telling them the story how I met this young lady, Balloons Batico. She's a TikToker. And I was following her journey through her daughter's quinceañera, the whole planning of it from the very beginning. And she messaged me one day and she was like, "Hey, are you from Houston?" And I said, "Yeah." She's like, "Do you want to come to my daughter's quinceañera?" And again, mind you, I've never met her in person before, right? But because we are engaged with each other through TikTok, we comment, we share all of the good stuff, that I got invited to her daughter's quinceañera on Saturday. And it was so nice to, again, have that rapport and that engagement with her, that she felt so comfortable enough to invite me. And I showed up. right? I showed up and I danced and I took pictures. I had a great time. Hopefully she'll join the chat here in a little bit.
Sounds like fun. That's cool.
Yeah, it is. It was lots of fun. It was lots of fun. So, if you guys are just joining the chat right now, Amanda says TikTok Queen with the community mic. Let's talk about it. Tonight, we're going to be interviewing Mr. Carlos P. Garcia, the Tejano singer. You guys, make sure you like, comment, share, and tap that screen. Don't be scared, y'all. Get work. Put that finger to work tonight, okay? And we'll make sure we'll make sure that all the comments, anything in the chat gets answered. So if you have questions, feel free to ask them in the chat, and me or Mr. Carlos will be more than happy to answer them. Okay. So I think we should go ahead and get started. All right. Let's do this. So again, this is Mr. Carlos P. Garcia, the Tejano singer. I'm Amanda Sis, the TikTok queen with the community mic. Let's talk about it. So we're going to go ahead and talk about it, Mr. Carlos. We're going to start off with the introduction. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about you, who you are. Who's Carlos P. Garcia?
Well, like you said, my name's Carlos P. Garcia. I am a native of Laredo, Texas. Born and raised. But I love Texas. We travel all over, and I tell everybody I love to go out and see new places, but I always love coming back home. But this is where it started. My mom she was a singer. All musicians in my house, like all my sisters, they all played an instrument. So it was kind of a path that I guess I didn't want to take as a singer. I was a drummer, but eventually
Okay.
I ended up on a stage singing, and it kind of I figured that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So now here I am, so many years later, at 21. Just kidding. I'm like,
Ay. No te pasas, Carlos. We're not as young as we think we are, right?
I'll say 21 so I can feel better. But
Yes.
many years down the road, and I finally took the leap, and I started a career as a solo artist. I've been in bands so many years. I'm even in a band at the moment. I'm helping a band out. But now I'm hi Grammy. But now I'm a solo artist, and so I have an announcement, but I'll save it for a little bit later, and I'll show you something that we're working on. But yeah,
Yes.
I've been singing for many years already. The 2018 was the year that I decided to go solo finally after so many years.
Mm-hmm.
In 2018, I
And what happened in
participated.
2018? What happened in 2018 that made you want to go solo?
I competed in a contest called
Mm-hmm.
Tejano Idol, and
Yeah.
that was actually the second year that I participated, and I won that year. I had already decided that I wanted to record a song, so the song was already being recorded as we were participating over there, and so when I won the contest, I told my wife, you know what, that's it. I'm gonna go on my own. I'm gonna be a solo artist. I'm gonna start using my name and stuff like that. And like I said, the song was already kind of ready. So that was in November. So come January, we released the song, and then we released the video, and that was my debut as a songwriter. I had that song that I recorded. It's called Vete Ya. The
Mm-hmm.
song was written years and years and years ago, while I was waiting in the car for my wife, and I was listening to the radio, and I heard a little snippet of a novela, and I wrote the song in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Me and myself in the car, I wrote the song, and so I finally decided to record it myself. I actually had people in mind for the song when I wrote it many years ago, but as you all know, um, all the social media stuff wasn't around yet.
Yeah.
All this is non-existent. So getting a hold of people and meeting people and stuff like that, it was very difficult. And not it's a little easier today. But I had that song in my pocket, and I finally decided, you know what, if somebody's gonna do it, it's gonna be me. And I did it.
Yeah.
It went well. I got excited. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna keep doing this. And here we are, 7 years later. Already on my eighth single. A couple Christmas songs in our pocket, and a few videos also, collaborations and stuff. So It's been a fun ride so far.
Wow, it sounds like it's been a journey and it's been a really good journey for you. That's awesome. That's amazing. How would you describe your sound with your music? How would
Um, I guess like everybody, Tejano is a mixture of all the different types of music. Especially when you play the cumbias, you're gonna hear like uh, a little bit of international sound. You're gonna hear some salsa, some reggaeton. You're gonna like all different sounds. All everybody brings something different to the table, and that's something that we
Mhm.
always talk about is that our musicians, especially our Tejano musicians, are very versatile. So sometimes you'll
Yes.
hear the rock infusion in there. Sometimes it's the drums, sometimes the guitar, sometimes the bass. Sometimes even the way we do our vocals, it's going to be different from what other people are used to. But that's what makes
Yeah.
our music special. I mean, in my opinion, that's what makes our music special, and that's what makes our musicians special because we can go out there, we can play cumbia, we can play tejano, we can play country, we can play a little bit of rock, we can play a little bit of international stuff, and so we kind of do it all. But our heart right now is
Yeah.
in the Tejano music, right? So that's what we dedicate
Yes.
our life to is Tejano music.
Yes, yes. I think I read a little bit when I was doing my research on who you were, your music and things like that. That's one of the things that you're kind of known for is, keeping Tejano alive. I think that's what I read. Yeah, he says according to your social medias, keeping Tejano music alive and relevant to today's scene. So what does that mean to you, keeping Tejano alive and relevant to today's scene?
Well, you've heard the phrase, and I don't like it, but I hear it once in a while that Tejano is dead. It is very much
Uh-huh.
alive, as we all know. It is very much alive, and as long as there's people like me and other artists, we're still recording, and younger guys coming up and recording, it's never gonna go away. Well, so we need
Yeah.
to at it. We need to keep pushing forward and trying to expose the music to more and more generations and get our kids involved. And when we see somebody that's interested, like foster their interest in the music or in the instrument that they're trying to learn. I've said this before.
Hmm.
Um, I'm at a point where I think I have a limited amount of years left in me as an artist, but
Okay.
I think I've learned a lot along the way, and I've made a lot of connections. I think I'm at the point where maybe in a few years I myself may be looking to scout somebody else and help them out, or not just one person, but whoever I can, because it is a tough business,
As
and like any business, it's tough, and
mhm.
there's a lot to learn. And when you come in on by yourself, it could be overwhelming. I was lucky, and like a lot of people, I was lucky that I've met a lot of good people like you along the way, who are willing to help and
Mhm.
promote and teach. And so, like I said, I've been lucky, and I've tried to absorb everything, because even being your own distributor or working with a distributor on your own, even that's tricky at times. There's
Mhm.
a lot of details that you've never heard of, or you never even thought of. Even just uploading your music to the distributor is a bit tricky. And I've talked
Yeah.
to other people, and they'll tell you the same thing. Like, yeah, the first time that they tried to upload a song, they nearly pulled out their hair because it's
Uh,
frustrating. But
yeah.
once you do it, once you've done it enough times, then it gets easier. And like I said, maybe down the road, I might be able to help somebody go through the process and make it easier, and hopefully get to the point where they want to be faster. It's taking me quite a bit, and like a lot of people, I'm not gonna blame everything on COVID, but like a lot of people, COVID hit everybody really hard.
Hmm.
So it
Yes.
kind of it kind of held us back a little bit. Um, but I feel like we're moving forward again, and things are happening. So we're excited about the future.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, guys, whoever has joined in recently, we were talking to Carlos P. Garcia, the Tejano singer. We've gone over about who he is, how long he's been in the Tejano industry, the music industry and what Tejano is to him, and how the music is, where he sees the music going in the next few years, and maybe mentoring and reaching, helping out other artists and things like that. So again, Carlos P. Garcia, thank you everybody who's joined in. I appreciate everybody. So we're just going to take a minute and say hello and welcome in everybody that's in the chat. Jasmine Ayala, thank you. DJ Clip and the usual suspects, my boy, welcome in. Tac Dad with all the gifts. I appreciate that. Tac Dad said that he loves your hat, Carlos.
Thank you.
So we appreciate shut him. Huh?
One of my favorite hats.
Oh, yeah. Shut 'em down, cookers. Thank you so much for joining. Jasmine Ayala, Tac Dad, JP. Thank you for the follow, guys. That's what these platforms are here for. I'm interviewing Mr. Carlos P. Garcia. I'm Amanda C. with the Community Mic. Let's talk about it. Make sure you're liking, sharing, commenting, and following both creators. My sister Melissa just joined the chat. Thank you so much. My sister Stephanie's in the chat. My brother-in-law Mike, who is also a drummer, is in the chat. He's the one that's going to be talking mess throughout the whole chat. So just let you know. He'll be picking on me throughout the whole chat.
That's good.
So your music and style and recent work. Now, was it recent that you signed with Red Room Records?
No,
How long ago was that?
Red Room Records was, I think we're going on 2 years or 3 years now.
Okay, so recent, yeah.
Yeah. So I did go back to being independent, but that's part of the announcement. As of January 1st, I will be joining Rondell Records, and so I'm gonna sign on for a couple years, and we're hoping to have a full record out by around summertime. That's the goal.
Wow.
But
Wow.
we've already started working. We already recorded the first song, and in a couple weeks, well, in a week and a half, we're gonna record a video. So I think we're shooting for I think like first week of January for a release. So we'll see how that works out.
All right, so TikTokers, y'all heard it here. He is going to be signing with who? Rondell, you said?
Yes.
Rondell Records. No, there's going to be some music coming out. There's going to be video coming out. We get the exclusive, okay, Carlos? We get the exclusive.
Details that I haven't given before. So the name of the song is Aunque sé que ya no estás, and it was written by Beto Ramon.
Okay.
This was being recorded at Gilbert Velasquez Studios in San Antonio, and a lot of people know Gilbert Velasquez because he's a legendary musician, arranger, producer, and he's done a lot of good work for a lot of big artists. So I'm excited about the song, and I mean I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
That's awesome, y'all. We just heard like exclusive details of what's coming up, what's going on with Mr. Carlos P. Garcia, and up into the new year. So that's a lot, y'all, to for him to come on and share that information with us. I'm super excited for you. I can't wait to see the video, to hear the song, and to see where what's coming for you in 2026. I appreciate you sharing that information. Y'all, we got the exclusive here on TikTok. I want to welcome in official Curly Bands. Welcome in. Thank you for joining the live. Who else we got here? We got Izzy Martinez. Thank you so much for joining the live. We got Mama 4. We have so many people in this live, y'all. Thank you so much. Make sure you tap the screen. Make sure you follow both creators. This is Amanda C. with the Community Mic. Let's talk about it. Interviewing Mr. Carlos P. Garcia. So, your roots are you're from Laredo originally. Are you still in Laredo?
Yes, ma'am. Still in Laredo. So we are based out of here, Laredo. It's the musicians that I work with. Two of the guys are from Laredo. One is from San Antonio, and the other is from Corpus. And the same guys that helped me out, they're also a band called Tejano Favorites. So, hi, Patty. Nice to meet you. If you see me around, say hi.
Yes.
So, I'm also, yeah, it's called Tejano Favorites. It's a band that Antoine Jacinto from Corpus formed, and he called me up and he said, "You want to help us out?" And I said, "Definitely. I'm always up for a challenge, and I love music." And so I told him yes, and we've been working. We worked this weekend. We had a Friday and Saturday in Pleasanton and Poteet. and we had a lot of fun. And the only thing is that it was cold. It was cold. So if my voice is a little weird, I'm still kind of recovering from that, but it was fun. It was fun. It's always fun to go out and perform. That's the best part of what we do, or as for me
Mhm.
personally, is going out and performing and meeting new people. Just watching people have fun on the weekend after they've had a long week of work and
Yeah.
bills and kids and whatever. Then they come out and they party with us and have some fun. That's what makes my week. That's what makes my job fun, and that's why I love it.
Yes. And I'm a big advocate on putting your face in the place. I love concerts. I love live music. If I could be at a concert every weekend, if I could be at a show every weekend, I would. I mean, it's great that we can download your music. It's great that we can get you on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff. But there's nothing like seeing a live performance. And I definitely can't wait to see you perform live, hopefully soon, whether it's in Houston or if I'm traveling somewhere. That is the best way you can support artists and independent artists, really, too, right? Obviously, is to be put your face in the place, get your tickets, right? Go and sit and listen, go and dance and listen to the great music that these artists work so hard to do to make for us, right?
Yes.
So with that, your music. What is your writing process like? Do you write your own music?
I don't write all of my music. I've recorded two original songs, and then I've recorded that I've written, and then we recorded two other original songs. Um, Two of them from songwriter out of Monterrey. His name is Yayo, Eduardo
Mm-hmm.
Anguiano, and he's written for a lot of people already. Jay Perez, La Fiebre, Lucky Joe, Signo. I mean, list goes on. So I was lucky that I was able to connect with him while I was with another label, the first label. While I was at the studio, I heard one of his songs, and I loved the song. So when I left the label, I was sad because I really wanted to record that song. So I ended up messaging him through Messenger, and he answered, and I told him, "Hey, my name is so and so. I was at the studio. I heard one of your songs. I really love it. I was just wondering if I could still record it, even though I'm no longer there." And he said, "Which one?" And I told him. So he went back and he looked, and he said, "You know what? The other song was recorded, but the one that you want to do, it's nobody's done it yet." He goes, "Go ahead and record it." And I said, "You sure?" He goes, "Yeah." So I that was the first song that I recorded of his. It's called Piropos. And then a couple of years later, he said that he was looking for somebody to record one of his Christmas songs. So we did that. We did a Christmas song. And then about 2 years ago, um, I had talked to Shelly Lattes before. We had already talked about doing a duet.
I love Shelley. I love Shelley.
Yes, she's an awesome
I
lady,
love her.
beautiful. And so I called Yayo and I told him, "Hey, I want to do a duet with Shelly Lattes." And he goes, "Let me work on a song for you." It took like a couple weeks, few weeks, and he sent it in. I sent it out to her. She said she loved the song. So uh, maybe like a year later, we finally were able to go into the studio and record it. We did it at her studio, Shell Shock Records.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
love that. That's one of my favorite songs up to now. But I mean, I love all the stuff that I've done, but that's one of my favorites because we actually did a video, and it was funny because while we were shooting the video, the one that records the video, his name's Ryan Bazan. He's out of San Antonio, and he kept telling me, look at her, look at her in the eyes, and I said, "You know what? I can't do it." He goes, "Why?" I said, "'Cause she makes me nervous," and they
It's
just laughed.
Shelley Lattes.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to tell him. I was like, it's hard to look into her eyes. And so they just laughed, and I did my best. I mean, but yeah, I mean, it was fun. It's always educational, and it feels good to think, you know what, to look back and say, you know what, we did this together.
Yeah.
That song was actually nominated for Ballad of the Year at the Premios Tejano Mundial.
What was the name of it
So
again?
It's called "Quien tuvo la culpa,"
Okay.
and I mean, like I said, it was nominated for a Ballad of the Year, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just sitting there and watching that screen while we are in the audience and seeing our name up there and the name of the song and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I mean, just that in itself was like I had already won in my head. I had already won. It was my
Yeah.
award. But I mean, it's things
Wow.
like that that make it all worth it. You know, it's small things, just small things. So don't ever for the people that are out there and then they're doing this, um, don't ever downplay the small stuff, like because
No.
they're little steps. They're it's something that you're gonna be able to put in your back pocket for the rest of your life, and it's awesome.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. So I was talking to one of my coworkers earlier today, and when everybody asks you, "Oh, how's your day? How was your weekend?" Normally you just, "Oh, it was good. It was good." Not me. Don't ask me because I'm going to be like, "You know what? Life is good. Life is good. This happened, that happened," because I don't want to take the little things for granted. We shouldn't take the little things for granted. And I was talking to somebody else earlier today, and I think it might have been Patty, my friend, about the studio that I'm getting ready for my podcast. I've been doing TikTok lives for a while, and I'm starting in my bedroom, but everybody starts somewhere, right? Everybody starts somewhere, and I don't take anything for granted. I love the fact that I get to be in front of people like yourself, somebody who has the passion for music, that wants to spread the love and the vibrance and the cultura of Tejano music. Because again, you like you said, we've heard it time and time again. Tejano's dead. Tejano's only dead for the people that don't want to feel it, that don't want to be in the music. And we have so many Tejano artists now, and so many up and coming Tejano artists that want to be in the music, that wants to still feel that Tejano cultura and that vibe. So I definitely agree with what you're saying. So would you say that song and that you did with Shelly Lares, would that be one of your memorable events, or do you have several memorable events?
You know, up to what? Yeah, up to now, like I would say that's a highlight. But as far as
Mm,
memorable, I think pretty much everything that I've done up to now, it's memorable because there's pretty much been firsts in everything that we do. The first time that
mm-hmm.
I got into a studio, well, I had been in studios before, but the first time that I actually got into a studio as a solo artist, like that was a big thing because like I said,
Yeah.
I was finally taking that step towards being me. You know, it's trying to make music
Mm-hmm.
that I wanted to make, sing the way that I wanted to sing, the style that I wanted to sing. So that's in itself is a great memory. That just taking that making the decision to finally do it.
Yeah.
Signing my first onto my first label, stuff like that. That's always
Yeah.
big. Meeting a lot of people along the way. I mean, I've looked up to a lot of artists since I started listening to Tejano music. So to actually meet the artists in person and to kind of talk to them and them making you feel like a peer and not just another person
Yeah.
that they meet,
Yep.
that's a powerful thing that gives
Yeah.
you some extra confidence, like saying, you know what, I'm accepted, and they recognize me as one of their own, as one of the
Yeah.
industry, and so that's always cool. I've shared the stage with so many people that I've admired over the years. So all that's awesome. That's amazing for me. That's amazing, and I love it. Um, just the first big stage that I got on, that wasn't that was by myself. I opened up in
Yeah.
for Ruben Ramos in Austin at they have I think it's a Pan Am festival or something like that in Austin, and it's
Mm-hmm.
it's it's open air thing. There's a lot of people there, and you could see people all over the place. And I mean, I don't know. There was like a few thousand people, I guess, and that
Yeah.
was nerve wracking. That was nerve wracking. But I mean, like I said, it's encouraging when people enjoy what you do, and they accept you, so that get motivates you to keep going, and to better yourself, of course. Because I was asked, do you think that you're the best already at what you do, as far as you're my best self? And I said, no,
Hmm.
that's never gonna happen, because there's always something to learn. There's always something to learn, and we
Yeah.
need to keep practicing every day, because we're gonna get better. And there's always something
Absolutely.
to fix. And but I mean, you do get to a point where you feel like happy about what you're doing. Like, you feel like, okay,
Yeah.
a sense of gratification, like, oh, like I'm doing
Yeah.
something good. Especially
Accomplishment.
when,
Yeah.
yes, because I did also got nominated. I didn't. I got on the long list for the nomination for male vocalist of the year at Guadalupe Music Awards some years ago.
Hmm.
But little recognitions like that, even though I wasn't on the final ballot, but little recognitions like that are the motivator. It's a boost,
Yeah.
and it makes you want to be better, do better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right now, I feel like I have so much fuel that I just wanna go out, and I wanna visit every town. I wanna play every town and sing everywhere, so other people can hear me, and so I can meet people. You know, and that's what I love most, is going out to any other town, and have people come up to us like,
Hmm.
hey, we're from so and so, and or sometimes I love the stories. My dad used to play with Emilio Navarro. My grandpa
Yeah.
used to play with Agustin Ramirez and stuff like that, which
Yeah.
has happened before. So all those little stories, and that's how we pass on some of the history as well. I've learned a lot of things from other people that I've met, and so that's always one of the cool parts of what we do, is interaction.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. So you have a lot of people in the chat. I don't know if you want to go in there and that way you can send your hellos and things, but we have a lot of people in the chat right now that are saying hello to you. Jackie Q, thank you so much. Welcome in. I appreciate everybody who's joined the live. Tu amigo Pete, welcome in, my brother. Good to see you. Thank you for joining the live.
So amigo Pete has been there since day one. He's always been a supporter. I've been on his show. We've talked. He always supports me. Plays my music. He's an awesome guy. We finally met some years ago at one of the internet galas, and he's cool guy. I met his cousin, I think, also. So
Uh-huh.
he's a great, really cool guy. I've met a lot of people through him also. Let me see. I see Evie. I see Miss Melissa, and I saw that Patty
Mm-hmm.
was from Laredo. So that's really cool. Hi, my fellow
Mm-hmm.
Laredoan. Tag that again. Thanks for the compliment on my cap. And we Dallas. I think we're gonna be up there in Dallas on the 26th. And I haven't
Yes.
had the pleasure of meeting Miss Veronica La Consentida, but we were on live together a couple days ago, so it was nice meeting her at least on that live. Let me see, Miss
Oh
Melissa.
yeah.
Let me see, Elida also. She's a great supporter. I mean, she follows, she appreciates my music. She shares, and she's a great help as always. The Dreamer was one of my favorite people on TikTok. She's awesome, and we're always
Yes.
on the same lives. So she can't dodge me. Like, I'm always in the same place. Let me see. Notice Mama 4, saludos. So yeah,
Yes.
everybody that's on, saludos, and thank you for watching. And thank you all that support. I mean, it's impossible for us to do anything without their support.
Absolutely.
Sometimes, like, I go on and share something, and I'll have a bunch of other shares that from people that are watching and supporting. So I mean, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I mean, it's amazing, and that's one of the other things that kind of pushes us to keep going forward, is that sometimes you hit a snag and you feel like, oh man, you know what? I mean, maybe this is it. Maybe we'll stop. Maybe
Yeah.
that's it. But then you have people that out of the blue they'll message you, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
I really like your music and stuff like that. And people, sometimes people that we don't know, and
Yeah.
and I told the story the last time. I hope I don't get emotional, but uh, there was a lady
No
that I
llores
knew.
porque yo lloro.
I'll try not to, but there was a lady that I knew. She was such a nice lady. Um, she was sick, and her mom was sick also. And she told me my mom would love to hear Un Día a la Vez. I don't know if you're familiar with the song. And
Hmm.
so I had been, it was funny because for days and days and days, it kept coming to me, like it kept popping into my head, the song. And when she said that, I was like, you know what? Maybe that's a sign that I had to record it, not professionally, but I made a video and I sent it to her so she could show it to her mom. And
Hmm.
her mom loved it. She sent me messages. She was so grateful that I had done it for them and all this. But then that song, it ended up on YouTube. I put it up on YouTube as a message, and I said, basically the message was that, I mean, we all go through stuff, and so if you're
Yeah.
going through something, if it's financial, mental, physical, whatever it is, I mean, just remember, just pray, have
Yeah.
faith and stuff like that. So in the song, like I said, it's an inspirational song. It's Un Día a la Vez. I didn't think anything of it, but um, like a day after, I got a message from one of my
Un día a la
followers,
vez.
and she said, "You know what? You have no idea what that song did." And then I said, "Well, I mean, no, no, really, I don't. I mean, what happened?" And she goes, "Last night," she said, "I was at the bottom." She says, I everything was dark. I didn't think I wanted to go
Yeah.
on." She said, and when I heard the song and when I heard you sing the song, she goes, it just, I don't know, it just, the light turned back on. And so basically what she was telling me is that she said, you saved my life that night. And I mean, it just goes to show you the power of the music.
Yeah.
Not necessarily not necessarily the artist, but sometimes the message of the song or just the timing, you know. So
Hmm.
music is life, and believe it or not, it
Yeah.
is. I
Yeah.
wholeheartedly believe it that it's our it brings us our spirits up, and so I'm glad I did it. I mean, it like I said, I kept thinking of the song, and I don't know why it just kept popping into my head, and then that lady asked me for the song. Little did she know that by me doing that song, we were gonna help somebody else, and
Yes.
so I mean,
Exactly.
that's why
I and
that's another reason why I love what we do.
Oh yeah, I'm a firm believer in music is life. You know, music can pull you out of a dark place. Music can make you happy. Music can make you sad. Music is life. I listen to all kinds of music. I don't just listen to Tejano and cumbias. My playlist, I can go from I'm being a gangster in the morning to I'm running corridos in the evening, right? You know, I my musical palette is so broad, and I give that to my sisters, my mom and my dad. They're just inclined musically. None of us play any instruments, none of us sing, but we just love music. When we get together, it's music and food. That's one thing that are our love languages, and I'll say that all the time. They love to cook. I don't cook. I'm the entertainer. Like I'm do some TikToks. I'm gonna dance for y'all. I'm not gonna cook, right? But we're gonna listen to some music, and I'm gonna watch them cook. We dance, absolutely. We dance all the time. So that is a lovely story that you shared with us about, you know, that song and this young lady that, you know, you helped not knowing that you were going to help. And it never hurts to be kind, y'all. You don't know what anybody's going through in life. You don't know what the person you're sitting next to on the metro or at work or walking down the street. Everybody has their own things that they're fighting, and it does not hurt to be kind. Be kind, y'all. And share music. If you share music, you're amazing.
And it's corny to say, but sometimes a smile goes a long way. Uh, it, it,
Hmm.
because sometimes that'll change the mood to somebody's day altogether, and so
Yeah.
like it doesn't hurt to be nice. Like I said,
Yeah.
just a smile goes a super long way. So I mean,
Yeah.
just like you said, be kind to other people.
Absolutely, absolutely. So with that, helping out this lady, not knowing you were going to help her. Do you do any causes? Do you help out any causes? Any community events? Do you volunteer, whether it's musically or just volunteer in general with your community?
I have in the past. Before many years ago, I mean, we were involved in a lot of groups, and now
Yeah.
we're always kind of busy. We still do, but now everything has to do with music. So
Yes.
I did a benefit a couple years ago, and it's called Smiles from Heaven, and it is a foundation that was started by a couple who lost their daughter to cancer. So now they're fighting childhood cancer, and they have a foundation.
Hmm.
So it was their first annual, and they were looking for sponsors. And I said, my one of my family members, they said, "Would you be willing to help?" I said, "Yes, definitely." So we were one of the performers there, and I mean, for me, that was awesome. Just being there and being able to to help out with doing what we love. And so
Yeah.
I mean it's kind of like just spreading the love and knowing that it's for a good cause. So anytime they tell us that it's for a good cause, I mean we try and make it out there. We went to a benefit in Cotula for the kids for like Christmas
Uh-huh.
gifts one time. uh, we did a benefit for Ramirera a couple of weeks ago, or 2 3 weeks ago, at the
Hmm.
Beer Depot in San Antonio, because he's fighting
Yeah.
cancer. So I mean,
Yeah.
any, anytime that somebody says that they're going through something like that, we've had family members go through that. So I mean, I know how hard it is for other people, and if we can lend a helping hand, I mean, why not? I'm always willing
Absolutely.
to do my part. We also went out to do a benefit like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, also in Zapata, because Beto Ramon, the songwriter, he has been sick, and he was in a car accident. So we went up there to help out with a benefit as well. I mean, so anytime we get a chance to help out, I mean, if we can, I'm more than willing to do it.
Awesome. Awesome. So I think La Dreamer just said that on the 26th of December, you're going to be at the Dallas Players Club. You're going to be performing at the Dallas Players Club.
Yes, ma'am. Um, it was I think
Awesome.
it was rescheduled. We're supposed to be there this week, but they rescheduled
Hmm.
for 26. But it's okay. I'm anxious just to go out there and kind of show them what we got and have some fun.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so we're going to talk about the elephant in the room. I know you posted a little bit about, going through surgery. Okay, what's going on here, sir? What happened? Tell us all about it.
I wish I could say something cool like a skiing accident or bungee cord or
Yeah.
something. I hurt myself at work. I ruptured
Uh-huh.
a muscle, and so it was a long time coming. It was just
Yeah.
muscle repair. So I'm in this thing for maybe another week, and then they take it off, and then I should take it easy for a little bit. But I mean, I'm still performing. We still did the performances last week, and we'll do Thursdays
Yeah.
and hopefully Saturdays again. So it's not gonna stop me. It's just a minor little bump on the way. So I mean, there's
Yeah.
other things going on, but this was the main one. So it's done, and hopefully we'll be good to go in a week or two.
Sal
So,
Rodriguez said, just say a horse bucked you.
well, that's what I tell everybody. I wish it was something cool. Like the first thing is like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was riding my motorcycle, and my
Yeah.
hog, but it's not true.
Oh, that is too funny. So, is there anything that, maybe that your followers or your people that, are your loyal fans that they don't know about you? Something interesting that they don't know. What would that be?
Um, there's a lot of things I could tell you. Uh, we we are we have a small family, but we're very united. So I one of the things that I don't like to do is work on the holidays. I've
Okay.
never worked holidays, so that's something that I will basically not do is work on like on a Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, because that's family time, and we're very close.
Yes.
Um, so that's something that a lot of people might not know is that we have a real tight family, and like I said, I will not work on holidays. And in fact, next month is my birthday on the 9th, and my wife already said, they already tell them that you're not available on the 9th, which is a Friday. And I said,
That block
okay,
that date out.
it's blocked out.
The queen has spoken.
Yes, ma'am. So I mean, she says it, I do it, and we're good.
Absolutely.
That's what makes it work. Also,
That's good.
I'm I was an avid athlete. I like sports and stuff like that. The last thing that I did was taekwondo. So I was about to take one of my last tests before my black belt, but we had a car accident and I had to stop. So I love
Mm,
martial arts, and I wish I was still doing it.
yeah.
And I love sports altogether. So if the Dallas Cowboys want to take me out and put me in a game, I'll do it. Even if I get hurt
Put me in,
again.
coach.
Yes, even if I
It'll
get
be
hurt.
fine, right?
Yeah, it'll just the experience will be good.
Awesome. Awesome. Tu amigo Pete says you're the karate kid.
Uh,
Thank you,
I,
everybody, for who.
I want to be part of the Cobra Kai. It looked like more fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for joining the live so far. We are talking to Carlos P. Garcia, the Tejano singer. Make sure you guys follow him on all his social media platforms. Thank you so much for everybody who's joined the chat, everybody who shared the love. Make sure you're following both creators. Amanda says TikTok Queen with the community mic. Let's talk about it. We've been talking to Mr. Carlos P. Garcia. Carlos, let everybody know where they can find you on all the social medias and how they can find you.
Okay, all social media platforms.
You're welcome, Helida.
They all go by the same name. It's Carlos P. Garcia Tejano Singer. Same thing for YouTube. If you can go out there and follow on YouTube. Like I said, there's gonna be new videos coming up soon. The record company that I'm working with, they want to do at least 2 to 3 videos for this album. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff coming up soon, and I'm planning to be a little bit more active and put more stuff up there. I've been kind of slacking a little bit, but I'm getting excited, and I wanna be able to keep everybody informed and somehow
Yeah.
entertained. Yeah, we're gonna. So if they can, I mean, just follow YouTube, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, so just go out there and hit that little subscribe and follow button. Um, all the music is up on on all music platforms. So Spotify, Apple, it's all over the place. And if you can't find something, let me know. I'll help you find it, or I'll send it out. I'm always available. I answer most of my messages in a timely manner. Most, not all. Sometimes
Yeah.
I take a little while, but I try and respond to all the messages as fast as I can, because I mean that's one of the things that I like to do. I manage everything. I manage all my social media, and I try answer all the questions, all the messages, stuff like that. Because I think it's important to make those connections with everybody. Everybody, because I feel like I want everybody to know that they're important. I want everybody to know that we appreciate what they're doing. Because and like I said, we wouldn't be able to do any of this without their support.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, you heard it from Carlos. Go and follow him on all his social media platforms. You know, he would love for you to go and download all his music, but make sure you stay locked in for his next upcoming show, which I think is going to be in Dallas, the 26th. That's your most recent one, or do you have something before then?
I'm also helping a band called Grupo Cielo out of San Antonio. And
Hmm.
so on Thursday we're going to be playing at Stetson's. I don't know the address yet. But
I think the
Thursday,
thing's Okay. I think
So
La Dreamer put it in the chat. So you're in San Antonio, Texas at Stetson's on Thursday.
Thursday, yes, and then
We froze.
um, we had a reschedule on Friday and Saturday, but if we can get something going on, we'll definitely pick it up and go out there. I mean, for us, it's um I guess a lot of people know that there's not a lot of money for the upcoming artists, but I think we do it out of the love for the music many of the times. So we're always just looking for work. Whoever will take us, we're there. You know, it just uh, we're ready to perform. We're ready to entertain. Um, and like I said, that's where we make our social connection. You know, like right now, it's we're talking through the TikTok, but it's always cool when we actually meet face to face
Hmm.
with the people, and that's always awesome. That's always fun, and it's a more personal uh, face to face meet and greet stuff like that. So that's what I like to do.
Hmm.
I like that's why I like performing live.
Awesome.
Okay,
And
Ellie, that's
so,
what you okay, cool. So Bandera Road.
um, how could speaking of booking and keeping you guys busy, how did they contact you for booking?
Okay, so all my information is on the social media, but if anybody wants to get hold of me, the number is 956-740-3620, and that's my direct line. Like I said, if I don't answer for any reason, even just a quick message, and I'll definitely get back to you.
Awesome, awesome. The official JD Hernandez joined the room, y'all. Thank you. Welcome in, JD. I appreciate you joining the chat. We are talking to Carlos B. Garcia. He has let us know how he got started in the music industry, the memorable moments that he's had in the music industry. He's jotted some words of confidence to, upcoming artists, maybe hopefully wanting to mentor in the future. So, and then we talked about where you can follow him, where you can download all his music, and then booking information. Thank you guys for joining the chat. If there is there anything, Carlos, that you want to leave the chat, that you want to leave anybody who's going to watch this replay, because this replay is going to be uploaded onto my YouTube account as well. And I'll put little pieces of this interview on the TikTok. But is there anything that you want to leave the people with? A word of advice, motivation, whatever it is.
Well, before that, one little piece of advice: if you're gonna do an interview, make sure to oil up the chair so it won't be squeaking while you're moving. Um, but no, no, really, like if you're coming up, I mean, don't ever be afraid to ask questions. Don't ever be afraid to approach anybody. Um, everybody started somewhere. No, nobody was an overnight sensation. Nobody was an overnight star. Everybody learned. Everybody had to pay their dues. So don't be afraid to walk up to somebody and ask them questions. Now, if they don't want to answer or they don't want to be sociable, well, then that's on them, and that speaks to what the person that who the person is.
Absolutely.
Uh, but I've been very fortunate to where a lot of the people that I've spoken to, they've been they've been very helpful. They've been very open. They've actually taken the time to answer my questions and guide me and stuff like that. So I'm very thankful to all those people. Um, Also, like I said, don't be afraid to interject. You know, if there's a group and a group of people and you want to meet somebody that does booking or anything like that, I mean, introduce yourselves. Um, be confident. It takes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't me. That's not the type of person I am. I've always been very shy, and I don't. It wasn't me. It wasn't in me to go up to people and start a conversation a lot of times. But I've learned. I've learned, and you can. You can. I mean, it just takes a lot of practice and just having the confidence, just building up the confidence to do it. And like I said, you're gonna learn. There's a lot of bumps and there's a lot of stuff, But like I said, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask for help either. I've met a lot of great DJs along the way. There's been a lot of help. The guys from Mas Chingon Radio in Cotula, they're always a big help as well. They're open their doors to me since day one. Um, there's been a lot of people that had to have approached me and offered their help when they didn't have to do it. So I'm eternally grateful to everybody that has uh, offered to lend a hand in
Yes.
any way. In any way, it could be just by sharing my stuff. It could be by introducing
Mm-hmm.
me to somebody, or by guiding me to talk to this person, or whatever it is.
What? Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So don't be afraid to ask, and and then don't be ashamed to ask for help. Like I said,
Yeah.
started somewhere. The DJ started somewhere.
Ab-
The musician started somewhere. The labels, everybody started somewhere at the bottom.
Yeah.
And unless they were unless they were gifted the position in some way, then
Yeah.
you could see that. But everybody else, they started somewhere. Everybody played the small clubs where there was 10 people, 5 people, sometimes like 2 people, and which has happened and did happen at one point. So we were
Yeah.
dedicating from the chairs to the tables because there was nobody there. So, but I mean, all that is experience. So, like I said, don't take anything for granted. Everything that you do is experience. Is a
Yes.
stepping stone towards learning, towards growing, and getting better. Um, I Hey Candy. Um, Everybody learns, and everybody is gonna get better, and is gonna build more confidence. And sometimes, um, and everybody said, I've heard a lot of people say it, and I'm a firm believer. If there's one person, or if there's 2,000 people in there, you should always give it your all. I mean, you
Yes.
perform for that. If you're performing for one person, you perform for them like if there was a million people in there. You
Yeah.
you you give it your all. Don't ever, and forgive the term, but don't ever half-ass it. Like, give it your
No.
all. If you're gonna go, if you're gonna do it, do it. Because you
Yes.
never know. You never know that one person might be the one person that you need to impress, and you
Exactly.
decide to give a mediocre performance. I mean, they're gonna leave and they're gonna say, you know, everybody's kind of building somebody up, and then you go in and it's like, the show was, just there. But if
Mediocre.
you give it your all, they're gonna and impress them. You never know. That may be the one person then you need to get that boost. I
Yes.
mean, there's a lot of things. Be patient. Be patient. It's not fast. Nobody, like I said, nobody that goes in overnight and becomes a superstar. Um, there is a lot of you learn to take the chance of all the opportunities that are given. Don't ever
Yes. Absolutely.
don't ever bypass an opportunity thinking there's a better one. Then there's another one that's coming up that's better. It might not be there. So
No,
don't.
that opportunity is the one that's standing right in front of you, and you may not know it.
Yes.
Completely agree. Don't take any situation for granted. Always give it your all. Go in 100% or don't go in at all.
Yes, because like I said, you never know. Like, there might be something better, there might not be something better. So, and you
Yeah.
might miss out altogether. So I
Yeah.
mean, just things like that. There's a lot of things to learn. So always have your ears open and your mouth closed. Learn.
Yes.
Just because you've been around for a couple years doesn't mean that you already learned everything. There's people in the business
No.
that have been doing this for 30, 40 years, and they'll tell you, I mean, there's a lot to learn. There's still things that
Yeah.
they don't know. That
Absolutely.
or things that they'll tell you. I wish I would have known this back then. It would have made things so much easier. So I mean, listen. Everybody's always talking, and you can learn. You can learn. Yes, ask questions. Speak when you have to ask, but don't just talk to talk. Always listen.
Yeah.
There's the
Listen.
elders, and the ones that have the experience. they're a wealth of knowledge. Sometimes you think like, oh, they're just talking. Yeah, they are, but they're offering their knowledge. So
Yeah,
so soak it all in. I mean, take it all in, and I mean that's
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah.
That's some great words of advice from Mr. Carlos P. Garcia. I just want to say a big shout out to Sunflower Rodriguez from HotTejano.com. I love this lady. Had the privilege of interviewing her a few weeks ago, and the interview was amazing. Thank you, Sunflower Rodriguez, for always tuning into my lives when you can. I appreciate your support. And then we have Social Tejana in the chat. Them damn Mexicans just got into the chat. Welcome in. Thank you so much, David, for joining the chat. You guys, we have been talking to Carlos P. Garcia, the Tejano singer out of Laredo, Texas. Stay tuned, stay locked in. He has some big things coming in 2026. He's going to be playing a show in San Antonio on Thursday. He's going to be in Dallas on the 26th. He's going to be signing and doing videos and new music. He's going to have some big things coming in 2026. It was a pleasure speaking to you, Carlos. Thank you for all your words of advice. Your fans, your people on, your followers, your people, we're all looking forward to your growth. I'm here for it. I can't wait for it. Like I said, we got the exclusive TikTok. We heard it here first, right? So we expect to see the video first, right? Be like, Amanda, the video's out. Okay, let's go. Let's get on live.
Everything should be out by next month. Like I said, we haven't. Thank you, Sunflower. Saludos. Same to you, man. Saludos, JD. We're gonna set a date for probably the first week of January. Like I said, the official signing is gonna be January 1st, God willing, and we're already picking the songs. We already have like a handful of songs that are gonna be on the album. That's why we plan on having like a midsummer, maybe late summer release. And there's already a collaboration in the works. The song has been written, so I just need to send it out to get it approved by the artist, which is Oscar G. And I mean, he's an awesome guy. He offered to record with me, help me out in any way that he could. So I told him that I had this idea, and he said, "Let's do it." So hopefully that's going to be one of the songs that you'll be hearing pretty soon.
Awesome. We can't wait. We are locked in. We are ready. You guys make sure you go and follow him on all his social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, here on TikTok. Share, download his music, but of course, put your face in the place. Go to one of his shows. He's helping a band on Thursday in San Antonio. Or he's going to be with the band on Thursday in San Antonio. He's going to be in Dallas. Stay locked in to all his upcoming shows and then what he has upcoming for you in 2026. I'm Amanda C., the community mic. Let's talk about it. And tonight we were talking to Mr. Carlos P. Garcia. Thank you for taking your time. Thank you for coming on here, accepting this interview. I appreciate that.
No, ma'am, I appreciate your time. Thank you for giving me so much time on your show. And
Yeah.
the space is always greatly appreciated. I love talking now. Before I didn't, but now I love talking, as you can see. But like really, thank you so much. Thank you, the Dreamer, for making it possible. I know she does a lot. She's a great promoter, and one day I'm gonna put her to work for me also because she does a great job. And you do. I had a great time. You're a great interviewer. I mean, this is as good as it gets. I loved it, and I hope someday you'll have me soon because we're gonna have a lot of good things coming up, and I'd love to come back because, like I said, I was real comfortable with you, and I had a good time.
Good. That's great. And we're definitely going to have you back when everything gets said and done in 2026. You want to come on and we'll do the big show, the video and your new songs. I would definitely love to have that. We heard it here first, and I would definitely like to be the one that gets to, show your video on TikTok. And hopefully by then I'll be in my studio, right? Everybody starts somewhere. We talked about that. I'm in my bedroom, right? But everybody starts somewhere. And this is my story, just like you had a story, and you're a part of that story. And I appreciate that, Carlos.
I wish you the best, and I hope this blows up and it makes you the most popular interviewer ever, and that you have a show that will go on forever and ever. You're gonna be like the female Johnny Canales. So I'll be glad to be on your show.
Awesome. We're putting it into existence, sir. We're grateful and we're blessed.
that's gonna be your catchphrase. It's gonna be "Vámonos," right? Or you're gonna
Let's
work on.
go. Yes, vámonos.
Ah, bueno, let's do it. Yes, ma'am. Vámonos. So
Y'all
thank
heard
you.
it here first. It's on recording.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm
It's,
recording this.
we already said it. We already put it out there, so it's gonna happen.
That's it. Done deal. Done deal. Done deal. It's there. I
That's
appreciate you, Carlos. Thank you so much. I'm going to be keeping in touch with you because I want to know what's going on with you in 2026 so we can get you back on. You guys go make sure and you follow him. Thank you so much for everybody who joined the live, and we'll talk to you soon, Carlos.
Thank you, man.
Thank
You too.
you.